Welcome to FX Street. Thank you for coming. We're going to be talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Shiba, Doge, Solana, and Cardano. Maybe or maybe not necessarily in that order, but those are the ones we're going to be talking about. Before we do that, I encourage you to head on over to YouTube, join our channel by hitting that subscribe button. Follow us on Twitter at FXSCrypto. And you can follow me individually at JustAnalysis1 and Akash at Mangyako0. All right, taking a look at Ethereum here. Ethereum is right up against a pretty strong zone that could act as a source of resistance. It's had a very nice, very awesome bullish breakout above the cloud. It's in an ideal bullish Ichimoku breakout, but up ahead is a pretty large cluster of resistance. So the first resistance level that Ethereum is going to hit is the one that's currently up against. It's the top of the Ichimoku cloud. So the Chiku span, the lagging span, will find resistance against the same levels that price does, and it's kind of one of those peculiar things. So Sinka span B is the top of the cloud over here. That is where the Chiku span is at, just above. So some resistance at 3150 expected. Above that, you get into this angle here is the prior bull flag that existed. So that's the trend line of the prior bull flag that was ultimately pierced and broken back in January. But the trend line is likely to act as resistance. Then the 382 Fib retracement is right there as well. So Ethereum has a good chunk of resistance it needs to get through between 3150 and 3300 before it can really continue higher. On the weekly chart, this is extremely important for Ethereum, and Bitcoin kind of has the same thing going on. But Ethereum closed above the Ichimoku cloud last week, and then you fast forward to this week, it didn't look like that was going to sustain. We opened back inside the cloud, but it is currently above the Ichimoku cloud, and all things are pointing to that continuing to stay that way unless something drastic changes. Today, we'll see Ethereum close above the Ichimoku cloud and just below the cluster of resistance. From an oscillator perspective, so the daily looks a little overbought. But the weekly chart is showing this thing has just started. The weekly chart is indicating, you could see some fireworks here, and you could see it really continue to drive up and move and face a lot of. I gotta turn this here for a second. That you could see it. Ethereum make some very strong moves here, possibly past 3,500 and into the 4K zone. As far as where it's going into the weekend, I would say that the upside potential, if it moves up that high, is at 3,500. That's a strong psychological level. It's where the 100% Fib extension is at. That is also exactly where the weekly Kijun Sen is at. So that's where I would see it going over the weekend as far as how high it could go. Downside risks, it could be deep, could be pretty strong to the south. It may want to come back down to test 2,900. That's been a pretty hotly traded zone for 2022. And that it could come back down there to 2,900, 3,000, that range. Any lower than that, you do have the Sinka span B down at 2,400. But I really don't see that playing out here. So we'll see what happens. But otherwise, that does it for me on Ethereum. Hope you all have a great weekend. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on YouTube. On our channel, hit that subscribe button, and follow us on Twitter at FXSCrypto.